It's Friday. Hurrah! And of course, it's the Artist of the Week, and of course, I've done the whole of this recordings in Indagin. You might have guessed that in the background, in some of these shows, we had someone chatting on their phone, had text messages, and of course, this very moment in time, we've actually got someone playing the piano, if you can hear it. So, apologies about that, or then again, you might have made it more fun. I don't know, but it's certainly about now. Of course, I'm here because of the Artist of the Week, and the Artist of the Week is the very talented Lucy Price. I'm going to start you there because it comes very much what I want to talk to you about, and the idea of feedback, because you seem a very humble person, you're very grounded, and when the first time I said to you, which at the opening, I said, I really love your art, you were really quite, thanks. Yeah. And today it's the same when I just said the word talented artist, and it's something where, I'm saying it because it's true, but obviously, when you get sort of any sort of feedback or any sort of compliments, what's it like?
Well, because I didn't do an art degree, it's really nice, because for a long time, I didn't think my work was any good at all, and I felt like I was below other artists, just wasn't good enough because I hadn't done a degree in it. So I did sciences and psychology as my degree. It's
okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. I've got a psychology degree, so I understand, yeah.
So when I get comments, it's just lovely, because you feel like all this work you've put into a piece, and people really appreciate it, and some of my pieces are really emotional, and you have to put a lot of effort into it. And I've had loads of nice comments about the PTSD soldier one.
Yeah. I agree in that one too.
And how people just relate to that image. And I've had somebody who was a previous soldier come to me and say that's exactly how he feels. And that's just humbling. It's just...
Okay. There is I'm going to explain, because it's for radio again. Basically, there is... It's a bronze gold kind of frame, and it's got little toy soldiers around it, and there's 2 tins where you would put, which would be classed I suppose as the food tins that when you're on with things in it, and then we have this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful picture of a guy who's who's strong. He's got very strong shoulders, broad shoulders, huge biceps, and all of that. And yet there's a light and a shadow on him, and he's got his head in his hands, and that's the picture. And it is moving. I agree with that. It's I think for anyone which has had to live with any kind of sadness, everyone will identify as that, whether you're a soldier or not. So. It is a tremendous piece. I have to say, going back to what I said before, when I first said, what's it like when you get feedback, there was a moment's silence there. And what happened was that you started to smile, there's a glint in your eye. I have to ask, because I'm nosy, basically, were you actually thinking of some of the things that have been said?
Ish. Because when I did the exhibition The Cube, they had like a comments book, and I had some lovely comments written in there as well about my pieces, and all the feedback's really been good that I've heard, unless people are saying it and not telling me. And it's really nice, because I'm not used to that kind of thing. It's nice to know you'd appreciate it, I suppose.
Yeah, I was going to say exact word. Do you feel appreciated? And that's it, and it's it. So it's. Would you recommend that if someone is, if they want to get to the next step and develop in some sort of way, taking up some form of art would be a good thing for them to do?
Yeah, definitely.
What advice would you give to someone who might be thinking of just, first of all, maybe picking up a pencil and has got a piece of paper and wants to doodle or something? First of all, what advice would you give to them?
Just draw what's in your head, really. Just get everything out. That's what I do, and it can be emotional a lot of the time. But then you can develop ideas from there. Perhaps if you just, doodle, I don't know, what can I say? A little face or something, you can expand that. And
So okay, so the
Expand
idea,
the
the idea is you got it's just the head, but maybe how you're feeling. Is
Yeah.
it anything that's in your head? You should be able. You should try to express
yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, brilliant. Well, sadly we've come to the end
Yeah.
of your week as Artist of the Week.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much for giving me your time. It's been great, and it's. I always say that I always learn something new every time, and I always. It's an experience I find incredible, and the idea where someone gives me a little bit of their time, and I find a bit more about their world. So thanks very much for that, Lucy, and thanks very much for being the Artist of the Week.
Thank you.
And good luck. And of course, anyone, the exhibition is still on to mid-October. Come into Indegeen for more. So we'll have to leave you now. But again, thanks.
Yeah.
So tell us, what is your last tune? Your Friday Artist of the Week request.
Well, I've chosen the instrumental version of Children by Robert Miles. The song means quite a bit to me because I actually wrote words to this song for a person that was quite special to me. And it was called Breathe Then Leave, my song. It was absolutely awful. I mean, I can't sing a bit. But the song means a lot to me, and the person made me start believing in myself. And so this song represents pushing the boundaries of your mind and trying to achieve. I hope everybody gets that.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Lucy. Here it is.